It's going to be another great entry in my series, one album at a time. I think I found a fantastic album for this one. Come in and have a look. Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from My Turntable. Hoping you had a great morning this morning. It is Thursday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Almost out of coffee. But I've had 2 or 3 cups already, so I don't need any more. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, I think I found another fantastic album for this series. One album at a time. I had trouble finding a decent copy of this one. Couldn't find a vinyl copy to speak of. Nothing in the wild. Wasn't available on Amazon. I don't shop on Discogs. I probably could have found something there, but I don't go there. But I did happen to find a CD copy of this amazing album by Barnstorm, featuring Joe Walsh. What a fantastic album this is. Happens to be a Japanese copy. There's the, what are these called? These slips that come with the CDs and vinyl. The debut album by Barnstorm, formed after Joe Walsh left the James Gang, released October 1972. A wonderful album. You've got psychedelic spots, you've got progressive rock and spots, you've got folk rock, you've got some blues rock. Nothing too heavy about this album. I think the heaviest track on here is the big hit Turn to Stone, but even that isn't that heavy. It's a great song, by the way. I love it. It's one of my favorite Joe Walsh tracks, but it's not a heavy album by any means. There's a couple of great love songs on here. Just a combination of everything. So you got the booklet. The inner sleeve has who's doing what and the song tracks, and there's the band in the corner. Okay, sorry, that's not a very clear picture. And then you got another pamphlet inside with the Japanese writing on it. Then it does open up to the songs and the lyrics. Then it goes back into Japanese. But yeah, I found this one on Spotify. Found this one on Amazon for a decent price, and it came pretty quickly. But I'm so happy to finally have it in my collection. The album Barnstorm. You got some great tracks on here. Again, it's not a heavy album. But you've got Bird Call Morning, a masterful track. One of the greatest rock and roll love songs of the early 70s. To me, the album itself is really produced well. In this case by Bill Seismic, who's worked with Eagles, B.B. King, The Who, pretty much everything that Joe Walsh has put out, pretty much everything that James Gang has put out. He's worked with the J. Gals Band, Elvin Bishop even. Just to name a few artists that he's worked with. All the songs are in perfect order, if that makes sense. The album itself is open and spacey. It doesn't congest. It's only like 35 minutes long, but it goes by too quickly in my opinion. But everyone has to hear the last track, Coming Down. It's another great love song about trying to bring back the past to move forward for the future, or for a hopeful future. We've all done that. We've all done that for sure. Of course, you got the great Joe Walsh on lead guitar, keyboards, piano, synthesizer. Beautiful vocals all the way through the album. He doesn't have that. It's a better sounding album, better sung album than some of his later stuff, which I love. I love Joe Walsh, don't get me wrong. but his voice gets a little whiny. Does that make sense in a good way? But there's not that on here. Kenny Passarelli on bass guitar and vocals, and Joe Vitale on drums, electric, piano, flute, and vocals as well. Again, produced by Bill Seismic. Some of the other tracks on here are great. Here We Go, Midnight Visitor, One on One, Giant Behemoth, Mother Says, Home, I'll Tell the World. To me, it's a gem of an album, close to perfect. If I was to rank this, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. My only beef is that it's too short. But it's a refreshing album, and it sounds great for 72. Really great job. Really, really great job. So there's my album of the one album at a time, part of my new series. Sorry for the glare. And tell me your thoughts on this album if you have it. If you don't have it, please listen to it if you haven't. I think you'll find it's fantastic. So there you have it, guys. I'll be back again with another album for my series, one album at a time. Having a lot of fun with this one, and it just started. There's a ton more albums to go. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.